Okay, it's what is it? January 8th, 2012, and Reality Supreme Being, also known as HRM, Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte, Emperor of the United States of Turtle Island of the renamed continent of America. I changed the name to the United States of Turtle Island in 1996. I also renamed the continent North Pangaea, not North America. So it's been that way for more than 12 years, and it's been 12 years of wars, a secret war between the federal, state, and local governments and me, with them trying to slowly torture me and kill me. Okay, so I'll bring this up. Farrah Fawcett recorded her own death, her decline, and so am I. I told you that my teeth were bad because your society caused stress on me. I mean, bad stress. Took my cars, my boats, my motorhomes. I don't have to repeat it. Go see the 100 videos. It's all there. If you don't like my ranting and raving, then you're an incompassionate soul and you don't have a heart anyway. And you certainly aren't going to send me any money. Anyway, your whole planet is full of nothing but evil people. The minority of people on the planet that are good, there's just not enough of us to really make a difference. You're all full of crap. You've already done your damage with me, so there is nothing that any of you can do to undo the damage. So it's already started. I told you in some of my other videos that sooner or later I would get an infection, and one has started. Again, it's on this side, and I can't bite down tight because the dentist did half-ass procedures on me. Did what they call root canals, but never finished any of the job because there was no money, and Medi-Cal cut off everybody from any kind of honest, sincere, good dental work, which would enable you to at least eat and chew, which I am now on baby food. So, and your society did it. And I'm not the only one. This isn't me wailing about my problems. This is about me talking about all the people that you have screwed over. Your government, your tax-paying, contradictory, hypocritical U.S. citizen government. So it doesn't matter what state you're from. You're all evil. As far as, like I said, the majority of you people are nothing but jerks. And you deserve a huge meteor in the middle of the United States so it'll all be underwater, because that's where you belong, underwater. Just like Christ said, a millstone around your neck and be tossed into the water because of all the killing and innocent men, women, and children you've killed in Iraq, Afghanistan, Panama, Vietnam. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't, it started like the night before, so I'm sure I have it. And when you get dental infections, it's a form of sepsis. It's the sepsis of dental is different than the sepsis that lives on your skin that causes old people's sepsis infections. So you will now see me doing tapes from now on with my demise unfolding right before your eyes. Isn't that what you like seeing? You never, all you people, the majority of people never got it out of your blood. You're still in Rome. You're still in the Colosseum watching Christians and other undesirables being fed to the lions for entertainment. And only it's an abstract form of entertainment now. So you just going to kill people off, especially old people, because they have nothing to contribute anyway. All that brain trust of information and learning knowledge that older people have is not worth of any value. So you can take my oil tanker idea and cram it up where the sun don't shine. You can take all my two-story redesigning of all two-story homes, which could have been brought to this country in 1984 had the Department of Commerce taken me seriously. You could have stopped all the oil spills in the oceans if you'd take me seriously. Probably all of this will happen after I'm dead and gone, and after you know that I'm no danger or threat to any of you evil people out there that should all be in those concentration camps that they've built. The power that you people have doesn't exist because you people are spoiled. You don't want it to exist. You don't want to revolt. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a violent revolt. You don't have to get guns and knives and do all and set fires. You don't have to do any of that. Just take your money out of the bank. Put your support around behind one person only, until the government realizes that they're going to surrender to that one person unconditionally. Total outright surrender of the United States government, all 50 states, federal, state, and local as well. And then that would give me the capability to go after every person that personally crossed my path and did damage to me. Even if the law said they were in their right by doing it, I'm going. If I don't die and some miracle happens and people do decide to revolt the way I'm telling you to, Martin Luther King did it with a bus company, Rosa Parks. Then you turn around and take my bus because it's ugly looking. I can't even work on my bus. My bus, which has been my home, my earthquake-proof home for more than 20 years, is now sitting in the tow yard. With a declared bankruptcy. No one cares. No lawyers have stepped forward to say, well, Caesar, we know that the statute of limitations has run on all the civil rights violations you claim against the city and county of Los Angeles, so there's nothing we can do for you. There is if you overthrow the country. I can go after every last one of them. And believe me, I'm not going to harm a hair on their head. I'm not going to kill them. I want them to live to see the kind of damage they did to me. But you people aren't going to do it, so you have a choice. You can either revolt against the country, take all of your money, every last one of you, out of all the banks, stop driving your cars, get some horses, even if it smells up the streets, get a horse, ride a horse, get a bike, shoot the bird at the oil companies and the banks, tell all the politicians, all of them, it doesn't matter who they are, even the ones that are running right now, stuff it. We don't believe you. You did damage to this. This is what you should be saying as a unit, unanimously. The whole country should be saying, this man has gone on YouTube. He's done 100 videos. He rant and rave, but you know what? He has a right to, because his rights have been totally destroyed. His youth years taken away from him. Any good he could have done to the planet, you have squashed and made disappear just to satisfy your self-centered egos. And I'm talking about you people saying that to the politicians and the government and the crappy mayors and the governors. It doesn't matter. Any good that they've ever done is undone by the excessive evil that they leave after they leave their office, or that they leave while they're there. And the only people that feel it are the poor people. The people who will never be homeowners, will never get their chance, because you don't know and you don't have I've had a golden plan for any country that could take care of 99% of all the problems that we have today. And it would happen in less than a year to any country anywhere on the planet. And the education program would be updated to something entirely new. And I mean, it's so much. I can't put it in 15 minutes, or I can't put it in 100 videos. Because I'd have to hire what I call, sequential order programmers. And then testing these scenarios with my sequential order programmers, which would be my version of transition teams for transition of power or authority. And these sequential order programmers, which I call SOPs, would be able to help me show the plan to everybody as it is growing, like a plant growing. When a computer's made, they make a big map on a wall, and they show where every digit, every transistor, every chip, every resistor, every capacitor, and they show, and it goes, this huge thing is on this wall. Then they reduce it, and this is how they get their circuit board to make their master computer chips, the command modules, all the stuff that they use for the computers. And the same thing could be used for making a plan, a sociological plan that would work to fix not just this country, but any country in the world. You don't have to have all these problems. You just need probably 3 or 4 things that need to be prioritized first. And I'm not going to tell you what they are. Vote Smart is full of crap. All these people the media is full of crap. They edit and censor everything that's made. They don't care. So anyway, yeah, that's what you get to see. Yeah, I can't bite down anymore on this side, because I think that's the one side that they did this doctor up here in Sherman Way did a root canal, and then he just filled it with stuff, and then all this negative stuff started happening about Medi-Cal and some low charge dental clinics, which there aren't any in California. I've checked on, and if there are, I have to give up everything I have left that the city hasn't taken from me, because my time would be taken up. To go to any kind of free clinic, my time would be 24/7. I have to get up in the morning, go to the clinic every day, because there's like $15,000 to $20,000 worth of dental work, according to a normal dentist that you'd walk in off the street. That's how much damage your country has done to me. I grind my teeth, and there's only one reason a person grinds their teeth generally. If they're not a violent personality, they have to allow that. The anger, the frustration has to be released somehow. So psychologically, in my sleep, I grind my teeth, and that's pretty much what happened. So all my crowns fell out, my teeth started grinding away, and so now that's what's happening. But it doesn't matter, because I've told you before in my previous videos, I'll be glad when I die, because I hate your country. I hate you people. There's too many of you. You can't be nice. You can't take a personality of a person, let's say a picture 8.5 by 11, and divide it all into little graphs, and each little square represents a different characteristic. Some characteristics are high and evolved, and some are low. Well, in the areas of characteristics that really count, where you could help somebody, you just don't have it. It's not there. It's empty. It's black. As a matter of fact, it's all erased. Donald Trump, no rich person is going to see this video and say, here's a guy who's dying. The slow, painful, horrible way to die, which is sepsis, poisoning of the blood, the organs start getting affected. I mean, I know what's going to happen, and it doesn't matter, because you people made me this way. You have hurt me beyond the point of tears. And if you don't want to believe it, that's fine. Go on living your crappy lives. Long after I'm dead, you'll still be living the same crappy lives, and you'll still be hurting people, and you'll still be stepping on people like me that could have changed it like that overnight. And when I say like that overnight, I mean 20 years ago for me, and 35 years ago for my older twin. Oh yeah, there's two of us. Yeah, you have damaged both of us beyond compare. So much so that my older twin, he says I'm wasting my time, but he said that this is a pretty good one. That now that I'm sick and teeth are bad, and that I'm probably going to get a sepsis infection, a dental sepsis infection, that I'll slowly get sick, and so sick maybe I'll go in and out of hospitals enough that I'll miss payments, which I already am, on my storages. Whatever's left, whatever plans I had for my life, they're all gone. So my stuff will all be auctioned off. My whole life history, never be able to write my book about what negative, evil things your evil country did to me, and go off into non-history, a person of total insignificance, a person who never mattered, a person who's never listened to, a person who's never taken seriously, a person who just doesn't count. So, what do you want me to say? It's 14 minutes into this tape. I could probably stay on and do a part 2, but what would I talk about? Would I talk about the water being that's in my body that's going to enjoy the energy depletion in my body, the pain and agony I'm going to go through, because there is no dental clinics that are free anymore. There certainly aren't any that are going to give you implants, because that's really the right way to do it now. If they're possible, then everybody should get them. If I was emperor of this country for real, I would make socialized medicine immediately overnight, and I'd tell the doctors that don't like it to go some other country. You don't like it, because this is all evil. If you have an unhealthy population, both mentally and physically, you don't have a great country. You never will, because even if they are healthy, both physically and mentally, they all have to have the same training as well. I'll do this and some more in part 2 of harassment